Since the dawn of humanity, stone has never been just a rock. It was touched, sworn upon, prayed to. Stone became the symbol of endurance, permanence, and a bridge reaching toward the divine. Different faiths, different cultures, different ages, but one shared longing. To reach the heavens, we must first hold on to the earth. In this journey, we'll travel across the world to discover the most sacred stones ever known. From the heart of Mecca to the green hills of Ireland, from Japan's ocean shores to the ancient domes of Jerusalem, and finally, to Egypt, where the sun first rose upon the earth. These are the 5 sacred stones that still carry the mark of the divine. Before we get into the video, if you enjoy mysterious topics like this, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. If you're ready, let's begin. Every year, millions of people turn their faces toward one place, the Kaaba. And in one of its corners, beneath the black silk covering, a small, dark gem glows with eternal meaning. The Hajar al-Aswad, the black stone. It is said to have descended from paradise. When Abraham and his son Ishmael built the Kaaba, they placed this sacred stone into its foundation. Long ago, it was pure white, but centuries of human touch turned it black. Yet the stone's meaning goes beyond religion. It is humanity's oldest greeting to God. During the pilgrimage, some reach to kiss it. Others simply raise a hand in reverence. But all know this stone is a memory left by the divine. For thousands of years it has remained unmoved, whispering one timeless truth. Even as the world changes, faith endures. In the misty hills of Ireland stands the Hill of Tara, once the throne of ancient kings. At its center lies the Fáil, the stone of destiny. Legend says, when the rightful king stood upon it, the stone would cry out in joy, for it alone knew who deserved to rule. Today, it stands silent, battered by wind and rain. For 1,000 years, it has spoken to no one. Maybe it no longer tests kings, but nations. Maybe it reminds us that true power lies not in the stone beneath your feet, but in the story that stands behind it. On Japan's eastern coast, in Mie Prefecture, 2 rocks rise from the waves of the Pacific. They are tied together with a thick rope of sacred straw. These are Meoto, the wedded rocks. In Shinto belief, they represent the divine couple, Izanagi and Izanami, the gods who joined heaven and earth, and gave birth to the Japanese islands. At sunrise, the sun appears perfectly between them, a breathtaking moment when nature and divinity breathe as one. Meoto reminds us, sometimes holiness is not found in one stone, but in the bond between two, just like the unseen connection between man and nature, woman and man, heaven and earth. Jerusalem, a city layered with faith, history, and longing. At its golden heart lies a single rock, the foundation stone, or mu'allaq. Islamic tradition says the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven from this very rock. The stone tried to rise with him, but the angel Gabriel commanded it to stay. That's why it's called mu'allaq, the suspended one. For Jews, it marks the foundation of Solomon's temple. For Christians, it is the first place touched by God's presence. Today, silence fills the space around it. Pilgrims come to pray, or simply to stand in awe. Because this stone rests at the border between shadow and light, between earth and the divine. Heliopolis, the sacred city of the sun. Long ago, in the temple of Ra, stood a stone called Benben. In the beginning, there was only dark water. Then, from the depths, one stone rose, the first land. Ra stood upon it and spread the first light. That moment began both sunrise and human history. The small capstones that once crowned Egypt's pyramids, the Pyramidions, were made in its image. Each one a prayer reaching toward the sky. The original Benben may be lost, but its message remains. From every darkness, light will rise. 5 stones, 5 cultures, 5 paths, all pointing to one truth. Humanity has always turned to stone in search of meaning, because stone forgets time, but tells its story. Every sacred stone we touch is a reflection of ourselves. If this journey helped you feel the echoes of the past, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more stories like this. Until our next discovery, farewell.